Good afternoon and welcome to the final of A Grade Men's Nationals 2023. We have an absolute cracker here at Pulman Arena in Takanini in Tamaki Makaurau. Welcome and thank you for joining us for this awesome matchup. Wellington in their second final in 2 years after coming up short against Waikato Tainui last year. Harbour back in the big dance where they belong after a couple of years absent. A really hot start going here. We'll just run through the lineups quickly as we start. So for Wellington, starting at goal shooter, we've got Thompson Matuku. At goal attack, Josh Powell. Wing attack, Safari Hines. Centre, Michael Clark. Wing defence, Israel Price Vaitor. Goal defence, Stefan Swartz. And goalkeeper, Captain Kyle Owens.
And for North Harbour this afternoon, we've got Seo Eso in goal shoot. Maru Dalamir in goal attack. We've got Tyra Wineta Lu Agi in wing attack. We've got Tane Apa in centre. And in wing defence we've got Kevin Bell. In goal defence we've got Dan Rich. And in goal kick we've got Timmy Kishisha.
A somewhat smooth start here for both teams. A couple of tips both ways, but both teams controlling possession and managing to score off of their first centre pass.
Good control here from Wellington with the ball, nice and composed.
Yeah, doing a great job just working the ball to the circle edge. Well pulled in by Thompson. First offensive rebound goes the way of North Harbour. Timmy Apisai, fantastic box out. Full court pressure here from Wellington. Great take by Siu and just little stutter there on the shot, but puts it away in the second attempt.
A few nervous shots there from both shooters, but yeah, North Harbour managed to put that one away.
And Sam again just finds that nice space over the top. Beautiful drive from Safari. Timmy Apisai doing a fantastic job here. Timmy Apisai did a great job that occasion, not falling for any of the fakes from Thompson. Just letting him dance on the baseline as much as he wants to. Nice set up from Wellington. Instruction call outside the circle from Dan Rich. And that's more like it from Thompson. 3-2 early lead here from Harbour with possession. Nice to see Seal coming out of the circle. Nice backup from Kevin Bell, creating the opportunity to work the ball to circle edge and across to Tyro.
Great take!
Another nervy one from Seal. Puts the second one away. Looks a little bit annoyed with himself, but manages to put the second one away and they finish the possession. Beautiful little dodge. Working them across. Unfortunately, just a little no-look pass goes astray there from Thompson Matuku.
But too much gas on that pass, I think.
Great piece of control from the North Harbour centre. Tani Apapa. There's a contact call in the mid-court. Great drive from Dan Rich, just breaks the space open, gets himself to circle edge, his mid-court to circle edge. Thought Maru was going to shoot that one. Decides not to.
And when you can shoot like from range like that, like Maru does, you wouldn't put it past him.
Not at all. A couple of early breaks here from North Harbour. Great pick up there off the tip. Kyle doing a great job of getting in front of the goal shooter. Finds Josh Powell. Beautiful shooter to shoot it past to Thompson, who buries the shot. And that's Wellington ball. Great drive from Stefan. Some frustrations from Wellington there. Felt like the Harbour players were under his feet when he landed. But in the end, the ball ended up over the inline, the sideline. Good pick up there by Tyra. Goes back to Kevin. Maru just steadying things through the middle, adding a bit of control and a bit of composure. Great pass from Maru into Sear. Wellington not able to capitalise on that turnover. Great save by Tani. Bit of a loose pass, but managed to recover quickly enough. Maru's experience has been massive so far, really just coming out and calming their attack.
Great deflection there from...
Beautiful piece of defence by Kyle. Just manages to get that outside arm in there. And then managed to get possession of the ball just before Tane. Beautiful drive through the middle by Michael Clark. And then the punch from Thompson.
Yes, Dad.
They really do flow nicely once they've got things going to Wellington.
It looks as though they always have two options available as well. They're often giving on that first one, but there's always a backup there available if needed.
Well, 7 minutes into the first quarter, and it's fair to say that this has been a fair start to the game. Wellington down 2, but with possession of the ball. Great little plot by Thompson. Short, but manages to pick up the rebound. Such a beautiful high release. Must be really hard for the defenders to try and defend the ball effectively. And puts it in at the second attempt.
Great ball straight into the shooter.
Well
finished too.
Just eyes down from the defenders. Not quite ready for the space. The issue with a big shooter like that is that you're always so worried about the high ball that sometimes you forget about the flat one.
Of the drive onto the circle edge there from Clark.
Early miss there from Josh.
Pressure, Dad.
I think he'd want one right by the post just to settle himself here. Hasn't taken a shot just yet. Offside call from the umpire.
Go!
by Thompson. Josh just starting a little bit tight here, but as he gets into the game, I'm sure he'll come right. Great ball movement by the Harbour.
Absolute pace to that midcourt, isn't it?
Stefan looking like he pulled up a little bit lame there. Hope everything's okay with that one. Might just be frustrated with himself. Way to work the court, use the full width of the court.
Let's go, Kevin!
There's those long rangy arms up to the upper side, straight over the ball and the shot there.
Just puts so much pressure on the shot, doesn't it? As Josh Powell makes his first shot, that'll make him feel much better about things. It's such a crazy combination with him and Dan Rich in there, both with such good length.
Yeah.
And the balance to keep that hold and really put pressure on.
Harbour goal shooter is holding some fantastic space there.
Yeah, and the feeding's just really been on point as well.
Yes, Kevin!
Their ability to find the right space and pick the right moments. That's better from Josh. He's feeling the rhythm now. 9-8 with just under 5 minutes to play. Harbour up one with possession. Really good scanning of the floor by Tyra there.
I was just thinking the exact same thing, about ready to bomb that into the shooter, but saw that Kyle was ready for the pounce. Held off and went for the second option, which was a much smarter one in my opinion.
Absolutely. Great example there from Safari Hines of being able to create space for another player by just continuing that drive.
Yeah, drag the defender with you, open up a different channel.
Much smoother looking from Wellington there, managed to get the ball into the circle without too much fuss. I think the thing that impressed me most with this Harbour team is the fundamentals, the ability to catch, turn, get their vision up early, create good options for each other. You can tell that a lot of these players have been playing together for a really long time. You see another ball over the top. Kyle Owen just not quite able to get there for that one.
Yes, sir!
Nice work.
Lovely contest here from Tane, the Harbour centre. Attacking everything.
Just doing a great job, just confusing the space and making it hard for them to know where to put the ball. Way to use the ball from Josh Powell. Faked out the goal. Fantastic block there from Timmy Apisai. He is very well known for his ability to do that. Gets such great distance. And with that vertical and those arms, another rebound from Harbour.
Excellent defensive pressure there from Harbour. And you know, Timmy with the arms over both those shots there, just definitely pulling the rebound in, but Dan able to pick up the scraps there, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, good team rebounding. Yeah. I think that's something that's not talked about enough, the ability to work together to force the rebound. Bit short on that one from Maru, but pulls in the rebound.
Just fell into Maru's hands, didn't it?
That's just knowing where your shot's falling when you know that it's off. Well, us shooters like to claim that anyway. Just under 2 minutes to play. Contact there against the goal shooter from Harbour.
Yeah.
Beautiful drive out from Safari. Draws out the goal defender and draws the contact. Wellington not opting to go for the quick pass in, instead opting to go back and work their way in.
Great hold there from the goal shooter.
Really strong hold. And another mix-up forced by the length of this North Harbour side. Again, just the composure from North Harbour. You can tell that these are all players who have been here before. They've been in these big situations. This is the second year in a while that Wellington have made a big match like this. 30 seconds left. Harbour up 13-9. Let's see if Wellington can make some inroads here.
Harbour has got their hands in everything here defensively. It's really putting doubts in the mind of those shooters and those feeders about where to place the ball.
Taking the long one. Oh, unlucky there from Josh Powell. I thought that one was in. I think he did as well. And that's the end of the first quarter with Harbour leading 13-9. Very physical game, but I think Harbour just looked a lot more composed and more in control of the ball on the way through.
Yeah, they just looked really calm with the ball in hand and able to convert some of those turnovers that they got. So yeah, they're getting the dividends paid to them in terms of a 4-goal lead there.
Absolutely. Well, that is the end of the first quarter here. We will go into a little break and we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back to Pulman Arena for the A-grade final 2023. We have Harbour leading Wellington 13-9 at the start of the second quarter. What kind of changes are you expecting here, Byron?
Yeah, I think Wellington need to put some more defensive pressure over the through-court ball that Harbour are just seeming to. You know, they're composed, they seem calm, they seem like they've got time to burn with ball in hand, really. So need to put a lot more pressure over the ball in order to put a bit of stress on Harbour.
So putting the pressure on a little bit higher up the court?
Yeah.
I think the length of the Harbour team is really causing issues for those Wellington shooters. It'll be interesting to see what they do to combat that and see if they can get their shooters some cleaner looks. Probably missed an opportunity to hit a shooter there, did Josh Powell, with a beautiful little roll from Thompson. Great rebounding from Thompson though. Fantastic. Forces the contact. And a nice little shot.
Incredibly high arc shot there from Thompson, isn't it?
Yeah, something you got to have incredible confidence to be able to do. Beautiful intercept by Kyle Owens. And the speed through court, what a ball. That is what this Wellington side have shown all week, going unbeaten through the group stages.
It just illustrates what they're capable of, doesn't it? You know, the ability to go from an intercept down the other end right to a goal within a matter of seconds.
Really just shows the quality of talent we have here at this National Championships. Shot coming from Josh Powell. Unfortunately not able to hit that one and knocking it out of bounds, so that'll be a throw in on the in-line to North Harbour. Dan Rich, such a reliable option down there for North Harbour.
I was impressed there with the hands over the ball by the Wellington wing defender.
Yeah.
Tyra's pass, it just really threw off the placement of the ball into the shooter, enabled that pressure to be placed over it. So well done Wellington, you've adjusted.
Yeah, that's what they have to do. They're going to have to force that ball to go a little bit higher, so Kyle has a bit more time to sort it out and get himself into position to take it in set.
Well read there from the Wellington, from the North Harbour wing attack, Tyra. Unfortunately, called for the penalty though.
Just went offside.
Yeah.
Another mid-range shot for Josh Powell here. Wellington North Harbour are doing a great job of forcing him to only really take that length of shot. He hasn't had anything to get comfortable with at post, but he does manage to sink that one, and we're down to a 2-goal game. North Harbour leading 14-12, 11 and a half to go in the first half. Beautiful little feed by Tyra into the shooter. See who gets his own rebound.
Hard luck on the timing there of the rebound for Kyle Owen.
Perfect positioning, but just took off a touch early. Safari's just been such a reliable option down there for Wellington.
Very calm, very composed.
What do you think of this box defence that they're setting up here in North Harbour?
Yeah, well, it's definitely causing them a bit of headaches, isn't it? It's not allowing an easy entry into the circle. They're having to really work for it.
I would like to see Wellington look in a little bit quicker on that transition, because I think there's a few times that Thompson's actually popped out to that baseline and been a really good open option.
And I think you're right, if they're going to give it on that first second, there are times when North Harbour do actually have their eyes down because they're concentrating on the zone they're setting rather than necessarily where the player is.
Absolutely. See if Harbour can get this one back. Great intercept by Izzy there. Unfortunately, the whistle had gone, so they had to take it back. Contact from the wing attack. Nice work from Wellington. Work it through the middle of the court. Nice little shooter to shooter into the safe hands of Thompson.
Much better passage to play there.
I think it's just about timing. They've been really stifled by the mid-court of North Harbour, finding it hard to just run straight channels, and that makes it really hard for the next phase to set up their timing. Nice set up from Kyle, just couldn't quite get around. The pass was perfectly placed by Madu.
I'm impressed by the way the Wellington wing defender Israel is using his arms over the pass there of the wing attack. It's really disrupting the vision into the circle.
Beautiful little pop through the middle. Bit of a harder whistle there from the umpire, potentially just a little pre-warning for if they don't tidy up a little bit. Beautiful shot from Josh Powell. Starting to feel a little bit of rhythm now, which is good to see. Nice work from Kevin Bell, just relieving the pressure. Mid-court is doing a fantastic job getting the ball there to the circle edge.
Good contest on the circle edge there. An offside call. rebound there
Rebound
from
there from
Carlisle.
And here Wellington go again. Much better job from Harbour to stop the flow that time. They managed to get numbers back and get themselves set up in that zone, making it hard for them to see what the next option was. Goal shooter from Wellington having to come exceptionally high there. I'd love to see Thompson actually pop through the middle of the bottom of that box.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think he's doing too much work along the baseline. The middle of that box is always the best way to break it. But that is another turnover from Wellington, so they've got the chance to tie the game up here. Just a few backs turned, the wrong moment. Beautiful little drive from Josh Powell, opens the back space up. Thompson gleefully accepts. 7 minutes to go and we are all tied up. This game has been exactly what we expected based on what we've seen this week. Harbour having to do so much work now to bring the ball across.
Good attempt there from Carlisle. So a little bit late to the ball though.
It's definitely the right ball to go for.
Yeah, finish off the goal attack, Maru.
Maru just doesn't miss those ones. A few little screams have held there.
Yeah, certainly sensing a bit of pressure on that Wellington team. They're holding on to the ball a little bit longer than what I think they'd like to.
Yeah. And I think this is the one that comes after the hard whistle previously from the umpire. Just a caution for Tane on the circle edge. I'm guessing it's for persistent contact. As we said, beautiful shot from Josh Powell. I think Thompson did a really good job drawing the attention away from him there, which gave him a free shot without the arms over. And that's just the perfect space to feed into from Tane. Contact call there against Stefan Schwartz. And see who puts the ball through the hoop. Certainly no love lost out there between these two teams.
Lovely intercept there from Dan Rich.
Just beat his goal attack to the spot.
Yeah.
And a great feed in from Tyra. And Harbour get that 2-goal lead back with centre pass.
Great hands from Maru there to get that ball in play.
Great setup from Kyle there. I think Stefan just wasn't quite switched on to that ball coming in, or he could have come across and got it. Beautiful swing from Josh Powell. Ball gets reversed, and nice ball from Safari into Thompson. Not too confident on that shot, unfortunately.
No, neither shooters really wanting to shoot from range, are they?
It's well in his range. He's very comfortable from there normally, but with those long arms over and in such a pressure game, I can understand wanting to just take a second there. And another missed shot from Wellington. And, great recovery from Safari Hines. Wellington's recovery there was fantastic. That's what you want to see from your wing attacks. Wing attack, goal shooter turnovers are always the most satisfying.
Great give and go there from Tyra. And again,
Oh, just unfortunate. The wing defender just managed to get a tip on that one. Took it away from Safari.
stepping call, sending turnover though.
Didn't see what the call was there, but it is another
Good
turnover.
footwork.
Just joined on the bench by the North Harbour goal shooter, Siu. Great little rotation work from the Wellington shooters. They're working really well together. You can tell that they've been working on this for a long time together, and they're really starting to build some great connections. Beautiful shot from Thompson. And Wellington have possession and the chance to tie the game back up.
It's the right idea, isn't it? Josh just running that front line to peel one of the defenders off Thompson, but with their rangy arms, there just isn't quite enough space to completely remove the doubt of the feeders.
Absolutely, another obstruction call at the top of the circle. And a great little split from Thompson. Just putting so much pressure on these Harbour defenders. They've just forced another missed shot. And Harbour straight through the court again. Great pressure from the Wellington defence. Stefan Schwartz getting just a little tip, which took the ball out of the hands of Maru. Harbour straight into their zone. Wellington able to punch their way through it. Really good patience. Could have gone for the first option, instead peeled it back and took the second. And a great little split. Nice little roll there from Thompson, opening up the front space for himself. Gets the obstruction call.
Both shooters are having to do a mountain of work, aren't they, just to be able to put it to post.
Yeah, they really are, and after such a long tournament, it's going to be interesting to see how much that wears on them as we go through the second half of this game. A minute and a half to go, and we are all square, 20 apiece. Exactly what we want to see from a national final. Two teams just giving it everything. Just a touch late there from Stefan.
Yes, Phil! Up and in! Go, Phil!
Puts it in nice and easy. 1 minute to go in the first half.
Wow, Phil!
Great little baseline drive from Thompson. Contact at the top of the circle by Harbour wing defence Kevin Bell. Just holding time while we wait for the ball to come back here. Nobody seems in all that much of a hurry to get things started off again.
There'll be some very tired bodies on court there. Any moment to take a break and a breath, they'll be relishing.
Absolutely. Beautiful shot from Thompson.
It really is a lovely shot.
Absolutely. Let's see if Wellington get a stop here, or if Harbour are going to be able to get themselves into the... Great hands by Israel. Initially did a great job just after the tip. Nice little offload from Maru.
Yes!
I was convinced he was shooting that one, but again, just a nice little offload. And that'll be the end of the first half. What a half of netball, with Harbour coming out leading 22-21. Back and forth in that quarter. Wellington managed to get themselves back into the game.
Yeah, I think they were able to grind some of that out. I think they were down by, 4 at quarter time, were they? Yep. So they've wound some of that back. And I've got position coming into the second half, so it's going to be a tight contest right across the court.
Absolutely, really excited to see how the second half plays out, and we will see you all back after this break. Welcome back to the 2023 Men's Nationals A-grade final between Wellington and North Harbour. We are just at the start of the second half with North Harbour leading 22-21. A great recovery from Wellington in that second quarter. After starting the game down 4, they've managed to claw themselves back and they have centre pass. Any adjustments you're expecting in this quarter, Byron?
I think the shooters for Wellington just need to continue to build on what they've managed to adjust in their game in that second quarter there. They've found a bit more rhythm, a bit more confidence to put their shot up, but equally they're finding the right space to kind of separate themselves in the circle to draw their defenders away from one another. Both defenders for North Harbour have absolutely rangy arms and will get their hands to anything that's not an absolute pinpoint pass.
Yeah, I think they've definitely benefited from having Josh Cowell spend more time in the circle, which has meant they've been able to confuse that space, but then Dan Rich doing an awesome job getting a hand in there.
I think that's exactly what I was talking about. He just managed to get his hand to a ball that wasn't exactly where it needed to be.
But I think that's another good example of Wellington's need to really get their eyes up, because Thompson was wide open on the baseline and would have been an easy option for them to find. Just a little bit low, getting the ball low, bring the ball up, bring the defender's eyes up and see if you can see something in the back.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I mean, for the middies on the circle edge there, they need to lift the ball, look for the high option first, and then if it's not on, go for the low one.
Yeah, I totally agree. You see a footwork call there against North Harbour. Contact call against Dan Rich. And a beautiful little triangle to Thompson. And finishes it off. Wellington getting that early turnover back and a chance to tie it up here. Great pressure here from North Harbour. Wellington really needs somebody to punch through the middle of this zone, because at the moment it's just far too easy. Another opportunity to just hit their shooter right in front of them, and they've turned it down. Bit of pinball from that rebound, and it's come out to Kevin Bell, and North Harbour have possession again. Held ball call against Dan Rich. Unfortunately, too many players ran towards him, and nobody ran out of that space. You usually know when Dan Rich has contacted somebody because he puts his hand straight behind his back. A little bit of fire out there. Both teams here to compete, play hard, but we will stop play with a towel needed to dry up the court. Cheers for Connor, the reserve umpire, coming on court.
I think it's a fantastic tactic for our umpires to be using. Obviously, it's important health and safety-wise to ensure the court is cleared of any moisture, but equally it just gives players that are contesting the ball heavily a chance to take a breath, compose themselves.
The sender from North Harbour just being told to stand up when they're out of play. Nice to see the Wellington goal attack screening Dan out there to try and make it easier for his shooter, and the ball drops in nice and comfortably.
And we're back to a 23-all draw.
Great work by Michael Clark. What a turnover, gets the hand in, and a great drive down court.
Lovely entry into the circle there.
Oh, the short pass on landing by North Harbour. That is so unfortunate. Bit of conjecture around that decision there.
You can see the crowd are very animated now as the scoreline is pretty tense.
I think it's fair to say that we are surrounded by pink currently, in case you couldn't tell on the broadcast.
That's right.
Well, Wellington take a lead for the first time since early on in the first quarter. Way to use the ball from Michael Clark. Did a great job to get the defenders out of it. Presenting to that front option. Now that frustration that Wellington were feeling early on is really turned around, with Harbour feeling a little bit not getting the rub of the green from the calls. Great footwork by Thompson. Takes the bump, manages to get himself into position. It's certainly willing in that circle, I tell you what.
Very willing.
Wellington go up to 25-23, 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. I feel like the ball hasn't been down this North Harbour attacking end for a little while.
Yeah.
Wellington doing a great job, forcing the shooter wide. Just a beautiful shot. Just shows that he's not just a one-trick pony. He can't just shoot at the post, but also really comfortable shooting from that mid-range as well.
Nice quick plays there from Wellington. They certainly know how to move at pace, don't they?
They definitely do. You can tell those connections have been building for a really long time. Both players out of play for obstruction. You can tell this arms over pressure from Wellington has really helped stifle the ball in. But any time they find the Stefan back one-on-one with the goal shooter, they're just looking to put it straight into that space.
Good rebound there from Seal.
Yeah, rebounds his own miss.
Straight through. Excellent play.
I would like to see the Wellington shooters almost do a little bit less. I feel like there are times where they're dodging away from positions where they're actually in space. Beautiful shot from Josh Powell. Personally, I know I love a shooter who's not afraid to shoot no matter what's happened. Forget about the last one, just focus on the next one, and that's what he's really done here today.
I think that shot's given Josh Bow a bit of confidence, asking his team to lift.
Kyle happy to give that ball up in the mid-range. Great hands by Stefan. Beautiful little roll by Siu, just opens the space up for himself. Maru knows exactly what he's doing and puts the ball right where it needs to be. Some cheers from the crowd to just put the ball in the hoop. Easier said than done when you're under this pressure.
Lovely collect there from Thompson.
Wasn't exactly how it was planned, but it got there. A great rebound by Thompson. Keeps Wellington up by that same margin of 2 goals. Maru just coming out to calm things down again. I think he's done a great job of doing that. Whenever things have looked a little bit frazzled, he's been the one to come out and calm it, but that is a fantastic take. Kyle Owen's doing a fantastic job there, managing to get out the front and compete and get 2 hands on that ball.
It's got right around the shooter's body.
Great hold by Thompson. And a great shot. Wellington up 3, 7 minutes to play, and they've got centre pass. That is some fantastic netball there. That is what we have come to see all week from this Wellington team.
Quite a bit of a momentum swing here for Wellington to be taking charge of this.
Absolutely, and you can really start to hear their fans getting into this game. Nice little tip there from Michael Clark. Doesn't quite go to hand. I don't think Wellington will be too unhappy with Maru floating out the top of the circle. And a contact call against the goal shooter. Just left that arm hanging in there. And that's great eyes by Izzy Price to see that option long and not afraid to let it go. And the rebound. Bit of frustration boiling over here for Harbour. That's a caution for Timmy Apisai for the intentional contact. Slapping the ball out of the shooter's hands. And we've got a substitution coming in here. Maru coming off the court. Wellington up 5 with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Something needed to change, just to change things up a little bit. Let's see if he can make an impact here.
Lovely circular drive there.
Just when the timing's right, they are just so hard to stop. And the contact call there against Timmy Apisai. And the goal scored. Wellington stretching this out to a 6-goal lead. They're leading this quarter by 7 so far. 5.5 minutes to go, still plenty of time for Harbour. Replay ball by Tyra there. Looks a little bit frustrated.
Yeah.
Harbour just really need to settle themselves. This game's not over. It's still only early. They've just got to compose themselves and give themselves the best chance. Great read there by Timmy. As he saw him sinking off, going to his wing attack, but he ended up staying at home and making things really difficult.
What do you think Harbour needs to do to get back into this?
I think they just need to settle themselves. There's just been far too many. Another caution for Harbour here, one for intentional obstruction by wing attack Tyra.
Connor
Just
making another appearance on the court to
world famous in New Zealand, old Connor. This is a good opportunity for North Harbour to just take a second, recompose themselves, and not a bad tactic if somehow they manage to swindle that one.
yeah. Slows down the momentum, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and just gives you a chance to reassess what's going on. Another miss there by Thompson. Called for the obstruction, bringing possession out. That's
Unfortunate
exactly
miss
what.
there from Thompson. I think they're finding great front space.
Yeah, they're doing a great job getting it to where it needs to go. Just on that occasion, the ball just rolling off the back of the iron. Just what Harbour needed coming off that little break. Chance to try and swing momentum. Great feed in. Kyle competing really well. Unfortunately, the miss from Seal goes out of court. Beautiful little swing play. What a beautiful roll. Thompson and Josh Powell really starting to get their confidence up here. You can really see the difference in their play. Wellington's balls up 7, 3.5 to play. Now Wellington are looking the more composed, just waiting for the holes to open themselves up. And there it goes. And the contact call against Wellington. Great job by both North Harbour defenders to get hands over that ball. They left a man open at the baseline, but they managed to get a touch and then ended up getting a contact call from it. And a contact call against the wing defence from North Harbour. multiple changes coming here from North Harbour. Time for a momentum swing for them, and this is the way that they see best to do it. With Timmy Apisai moving down to goal shooter.
So looks like we've got wholesale. Kevin Bell into centre.
Let's see if these changes can make an impact for North Harbour. Really curious to see how things go from a circle perspective with the changes. Contact call against Dan Rich there. Contact there from Sus Nation Centre on the edge of the